What is happening, Commanders? Trueeevil here with another Girls Frontline 2 guide. Today we are going to be tackling the easiest way for the new expansion drills update so you can get all the rewards possible. The final boss this cycle is Tumor, who is weak to corrosive and fire, so this is going to make the newest unit Klukai really shine, as the most annoying part of Tumor is the minions that it spawns. So the main thing we're going to pick on the frenzy level this week is to not choose HP or defense, mainly because this boss spawns a lot of minions and we want these minions to be able to be taken down in one hit by Klukai, which is really hard to do with a V0 V1 Klukai if you increase the HP and defense by 100%. So we're going to ignore those. What we're going to increase though is the phase weakness. So we are always going to be hitting it with the phase weakness, and then the increase in attack is much easier this time around to do it because we're trying to get this done in 2 or 3 rounds. And since everything we're going to be doing is going to be inflicting weakness, we are going to pick this for the attack up. And then we don't really need to move, so this is perfect. And we are going to be destroying the ads with Klukai and using that AoE. So we are going to pick the regain 10% health if we haven't killed the tentacle. So before the battle begins, let's talk about positioning and possible team compositions. The minions are going to spawn in the top right corner, so you're going to be wanting to have your AoE unit here. Be it Klukai or the Cat Girl, it really depends on who you have in your party. The one AoE unit I would avoid is Lotta, because the frost damage will give them the attack damage buff from not being exploitative when you deal damage. For the DPS line, the best possible choices is Macchiato, QJ, Centauresi, and Sharkry. Unfortunately, I do not have Centauresi on my account, so I'm using Tololo. If you don't have Macchiato, it's perfectly fine to use Grossa instead. You're just going to be doing a couple things differently, and the counterattack damage is going to be really strong with this type of group. Now, let's get on to the battle. So to start the battle off, it's going to depend on if you have a V0, V1, V2 QJ versus a V3 or V4. Since mine is V4, I'm going to start the battle off getting ready to go ham with this ability. If you have the weaker one, you're still going to do this, but instead of starting the fight off with Sharkry, what you would do is use the Klukai ability at the beginning. Since I do not have that, I'm going to be doing it like this. And let's hit them with that big damage number. Everyone is going to exploit, and this is going to get them down to almost being stability broken. Now with Klukai, you're going to be using the ultimate to pretty much break him down, so that the Tololo hits are all going to be exploitative, and we're going to kill this Tumor here. I picked the ultimate key that makes you do additional damage with a smaller range, since the 3x3 is all you need, and you're going to want to move Klukai as far as possible away from the boss, because Klukai is most likely going to be cooked from getting hit by the tentacles. Here, if you're using Tololo, you're going to want to avoid using her ultimate, because her ultimate only does hydro damage and not medium, so it's not going to exploit like the other attacks. As you can see here, this one does not exploit, and we do not want them to get that damage buff, so we're going to avoid that. And we're going to start off with this move. Yeah. And then get the other attack in to increase the stability boost. So here we're hoping that Klukai does not die. He did not get the buff from his attacks, so Klukai didn't lose a whole lot of HP, which is very nice. Now for round 2 and onwards, what you're going to want to do is use the QJ to get the ultimate on, and since the new ads are spawning, it's actually better here to not use the ultimate and to use this because they're so close to the boss. When something gets hit, it's going to target the skill 2's ability to do an additional damage, so you can possibly hit the boss 4 times here. Let's see how many times we get. 1, 2, 3, 4, which deals a whole lot more damage, in my opinion, than the ultimate would. Now we want to do the Sharkery ability first, so she gets the damage increase. And now almost down, and we're gonna finish it off with a Macchiato shot because Macchiato goes burr. So yeah, I really hope that this guide helped you if you were struggling with this. If you need help with anything, with a substitution or anything, just leave a comment and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. Hope this helps. Trueeevil over and out.